Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today's replay is from IronPriestCsGo, and he is in the gearing, a tier 10 US destroyer. He's on the map Shatter, and unfortunately it's a standard battle. Now there is just one radar, which is nice, there is no carrier. And well, he's starting the match by scouting the left flank. He has some torpedoes in the water. And we will see if they find a home. Oh, and he's getting detected, so enemy destroyer is around, and that would be a Shimakaze. So obviously he immediately starts shooting. He has quite a few friends here, but then again so does the Shimakaze. But so far the enemy team isn't getting involved in that. Shimakaze hasn't even fired her guns. He's just trying to hide in smoke.
Torpedoes, astern.
Well, so that Shimakaze is almost dead already, and all that Iron Priest had to pay for it were a few hit points. So, good start. Torps are dodged, we have some torps going towards that smoke screen. I mean, the ship is probably not going to sit in there, but there are other ships, for example the Kremlin, that might sail into those. Now we have a set approaching. Is the set trying to get close enough to Hydro? I'm not so sure. For now it looks like the set is just trying to gunboat a little bit. Now there still seem to be two friendlies inside the spawn for some reason, but we have ships on the left flank, ships on the right flank. The right flank looks like it's a more passive engagement, while the left flank here is going very aggressive. Now what would be rather helpful is if this Massachusetts and this North Carolina would, like the North Carolina could push straight through in here, maybe even try to get a crossfire going from our central point, and that Massachusetts, obviously great brawler, needs to go straight north. Like there isn't a large enemy force, so the friendlies can totally push that. But, you know, getting a battleship going in the right direction might be pretty useful for that. Now obviously Iron Priest's division mate in the Kurfürst is right here, right where you'd want your rolling, tanking battleship to be. But of course he's going to need some support. And look at that, there is the Shima again. And this time the Shima is just going to sink. Like it's... Shima was on too low health to survive any of that. Got some torps off though.
Torpedoes, astern.
But only one salvo it looks like. And oh, there is a Smolensk in this smoke that would also explain the rapid decline of the friendly battleship's hit points. But I mean the Smolensk is currently broadside, so maybe somebody can spank her a little bit. Once again, would be nice if these two other battleships were in a more aggressive position, because then they could totally wreck this fleet, or the problem.
Engine boost activated.
Now meanwhile we have the Saint Louis, who is trying to be sneaky and is actually entering the enemy camp. Now the Saint Louis, he has this massive island on his right, and but doesn't seem to be anything close from the right flank. So what he needs to do is definitely stop. Like he can't go north enough, the right flank can shoot him. But he's a welcome addition to the friendly team's firepower here to take out the top left flank.
Smoke screen set.
So Smolensk is down.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Friendly Kurfürst still floating and is trying to get a little bit of distance where we get another heal off. Just imagine, like, see how well the friendly team does here. Just imagine they had those two battleships actually with them. Like, have that Massachusetts here get more secondaries going. Have those two ships actually hit stuff because they are close enough. Oh well. So it looks like they found a kid and the Saint Louis is on very low health. Feeling that excursion of the Saint Louis will end just with her sinking. So we've got the set that's pushing pretty hard and is probably trying to get some nice broadside torps in there. Yeah, friendly Kurfürst was forced to retreat and hopefully can heal up a little bit, and those two battleships still aren't of any use whatsoever. So maybe Iron Priest can get some torps off. He is trying to decide who of those guys to torp. So he's going with one launcher for the Kremlin, I guess, and one for the North Carolina. We will see.
Engine boost deactivated.
Now, meanwhile, there seems to be a Montana that's, I don't know, interested here in the center. I'm not sure what the Montana will be doing. Is he going to just change flanks? Is he trying to push here through the center? In any case, the right flank seems pretty much won by the friendlies. And the enemy team is just congregating towards their spawn for whatever reason. Then again, it's a standard battle. What else would they be doing? And
destroyer sunk.
It looks like he actually torped himself a kit. So yeah, nice. That's always nice. It's one less DD to worry about. Meanwhile, he's also getting into a nice position to potentially torpedo the Montana. Now, of course, the torps are not quite reloaded yet, and there is a small window while the Montana is traversing this channel. So will the torps be ready in time? Well, he got off one launcher, but the second one, the Montana, might just be fast enough and escape behind the island. Now he's going with the second launcher too, because this Montana might just slow down, you know. I mean, you'll never know. He's also smoking up here and using his guns. Montana is basically rushing a Massachusetts at this point. A duel that could go either way. Now the Massachusetts has very good secondaries, but obviously it's 2 tiers lower. And this might just, like, it depends. They could ram, they could just sail past each other and shoot each other's broadsides. I mean, let's have a look at this, right? Montana has a few less hit points than the Massachusetts. And well, Iron Priest is trying to get some more shells in. So let's see how this concludes. Are they going to pass by? Are they going to ram? I mean, Massachusetts might just try. Oh, Massachusetts just took a big hit. And well, I mean, they are passing each other. It looks like the Massachusetts didn't fire a single shell while that occurred. So I have the camera unlocked, by the way, because I wanted to watch this, if you're wondering why we aren't seeing where the gearing was just shooting. So yeah, it looks like that Massachusetts failed by quite a lot.
Activated.
And that Montana is still merrily floating into the friendly camp. Now there is a Hindenburg there that can just keep interrupting the Montana. I mean, it's not like you can camp the camp really fast in a standard battle. So I don't think there is an immediate need for Iron Priest to react in that. And it looks like, oh, the Montana actually burned down from Massachusetts. Interesting. Now, meanwhile, Iron Priest is going to try to ambush a Tirpitz. Well, I mean, ambush, he was spotted by the Kremlin, but so far doesn't seem too interested in him. Neither does the Tirpitz. I mean, if you have a destroyer spotted that's coming towards you from 3 kilometers, the best thing you can do is point your guns at the North Carolina. And just pretend the destroyer doesn't exist. I mean,
Battleship sunk. Our team has taken the
that worked wonderfully, didn't it? Like... So, North Carolina is down. That Kremlin is on pretty low health though, and I think he might still be burning.
Problem solved, sir.
So overall, well, this battle looks pretty won to me. There is a North Carolina trying to push the friendly camp, but he's sailing into quite a few friendlies there. It Kremlin should be almost down, and then that would only leave the Jutland. So Iron Priest launching some torps here. I mean, he's trying to smoke up and shoot, but I'm not sure if he has anyone spotting for him. So of course, I mean, the Kremlin shooting means the Kremlin is now revealed, so that's the good thing. Bad thing is the Kremlin did quite a bit of damage there. Not that it matters much at this point. Kremlin is also going to eat some torps, and goodbye Kremlin. Which brings us up to 4 kills and only 1 enemy remaining. So all that remains to be seen is if the Kraken will be unleashed this battle, or will it just continue sleeping. So Jutland is pretty close. He said might just be going in there with Hydro. He's launching some torps. I mean, we'll never know. Jutland is trying to smoke again. And the set is reversing towards those torps, so he is trying to warn the set of that. Looks like it's working. Set also has launched some torps into the smoke, but I mean, Jutland probably has his Hydro running, so pretty hard to torp.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Now we will see if the enemy destroyer will come just charging in, or if he will try to just sit in a corner and cry. I still have hopes that the enemy destroyer will actually fight. And that's indeed what he's doing. There you go. Good boy. So unfortunately, though, Iron Priest is on very low health, so unless he gets a detonate... Well, I mean, he could get the torp hit, that would work. And... no. Poor Kraken not getting unleashed. Okay. But hey, no, Kraken might have been unleashed, but it was definitely a good game, and it is most definitely a win. And here we are with the results. IronPriestCsGo earned himself 2,693 base experience. Very, very nicely done by him. He achieved a Confederate to devastating strikes in a high caliber, scoring 263,000 points of damage. So yeah, hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you guys next time.